channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Ashlee. For today's video, we're going to be jumping into a brand new product from Sand and Sky. You guys know I've been absolutely loving the new product releases which Sand and Sky are coming out with. They are absolutely killing it at the moment. I'll leave a link to a few of the products that I've tried out recently. I've tried out their new body exfoliant and also the Emu Apple Bounce Mask and the Dreamy Glow Drops. And the new product that I have to share with you today is a part of the Emu Apple line. It's a new edition. It is the Australian Emu Apple. This is the Enzyme Powder Polish. This is what it looks like here. And this product is, like I said, in line with the Emu Apple range. So I'm going to be testing this one out for you. It is basically a powder exfoliant which you add water to, mix into the palm of your hand, and then apply it to your skin to give a really beautiful manual exfoliation. This one's also meant to brighten and hydrate as well, which I'm really excited about. If it's anything like the other two products from the Emu Apple range, like this is gonna be like a bomb trio. If you haven't seen my review, I mean, spoiler alert, the Bounce Mask and the Dreamy Glow Drops, fantastic products. Even on my oily skin, they are amazing. Before we jump into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like thumbs up. It really does help me out as a small channel, and I mean, you're already here, so you may as well just do it anyway for good karma. But yeah, let's just jump right into the video. Okay, let's take a look at the packaging. This is what it looks like here. It comes in the beautiful purple packaging, which the rest of the Emu Apple range is known for. It's a beautiful soft touch packaging, really high quality. You open it up. Ooh, if I can open it up. And this is what inside. You have a little booklet. This is basically like your directions and instructions and things like that. And then this is what the product itself looks like. The jar itself is kind of like a heavyweight, like glass, like soft touch packaging, very similar to the Bounce Mask. If you've tried the mask, it's like that glass, but it's like a frosted glass with the color on top. You have a little screw top lid, and then on the top I really like how it has this little stopper here, so you just slide the little stopper back and forth to get the product out. So that's really great. It means that it's not just all messy in the cap, and you can actually control a lot better how much product is coming out, because this is a powder. If it didn't have that stopper, if you like tapped it out on your hand, it would literally go everywhere. So I love that. On the back of the bottle it says, remove the dull and bring on the brightness with this water activated powder exfoliant. Say hello to more radiant skin and goodbye to those fine lines. Yes, please. Fruit enzymes gently remove dead skin cells, while our potent Australian glow berries, Emu Apple, Kwandong, and Davidson Plum help to deliver a boost of brightness to the skin. So that sounds really amazing. I am turning 30 at the end of the year, and I have started to notice a few fine lines around the sides of my eyes here, obviously middle of my forehead, my frown lines. So anything that I can use to help prevent or slow down that aging process, I am all for. I also do have really oily skin, but it's oily but dehydrated. So I am looking for products that are really going to deeply hydrate my skin, but not kind of add it to my oiliness. I have found previously the Bounce Mask and the Dreamy Glow Drops as part of the Emu Apple line really did hydrate my skin, and I wasn't left like super greasy or oily or anything. My skin just felt really plumped and like juicy feeling. I'm actually really intrigued to see the hydration and this one, because for me, typically when I've used manual exfoliations, I don't know about you guys, but when I use manual exfoliations, I find that they're really stripping. So I'll go in and scrub my face with them, and then I'll rinse it off, and my skin feels instantly super tight, which I know means I've just stripped away all of the natural oils, and my skin is going to like go into overdrive and produce so much more oil now to kind of compensate. So I'd be interested to see if this is going to exfoliate but hydrate at the same time. I don't think I've used a manual exfoliation which hydrates and exfoliates at the same time, so I'm all for that. My skin, I do suffer from like large pores, a lot of texture on my skin, like little kind of under the surface pimples, so I'm literally all about exfoliation, but I also want it to be really gentle, because I've definitely gone too hard on the manual exfoliations before and left my skin like super irritated and raw. So my skin is kind of sensitive, so I'm interested to see how my skin will react with this one. So let's just run through some of the ingredients so we can see what we're actually meant to be getting out of this product. There's a lot of claims on the back there, so let's just run through the ingredients and basically what they're meant to do. So just like the other Emu Apple products, this one is packed full of their glow berries. It consists of Australian Emu Apple, pepperberry, and rye berry, and these berries work to boost the hyaluronic levels in your skin, which, if you don't know, hyaluronic acid is like one of my absolute favorite skincare ingredients. It really works to hydrate the skin but doesn't leave me greasy, which is amazing. It also has the Kakadu plum as well, which has a really rich source of vitamin C, which the vitamin C, as we all know, helps to brighten the skin's complexion, remove dark spots and signs of aging. So that's amazing as well. Now to smooth the skin, they've actually used fruit enzymes. This one has papaya in it. The papaya fruit enzyme helps to kind of dissolve and get rid of any of that surface level dead skin cells. Also any kind of like just general pollutants which are on the skin. Because this is a manual exfoliant, they've made sure to put some ingredients in there which is going to soothe the skin. They've added quandong and also Davidson plum, and these fruits are known for their anti-inflammatory properties, so it's really going to help to soothe the skin, especially if it's sensitive. They've also put in some really amazing oils in it to the product, jojoba oil and also macadamia oil. Jojoba oil is one of my favorite oils, especially if you have oily skin. Jojoba oil really works to penetrate really deep down into the layers of your skin. It's one of the only oils which is able to penetrate deep down into the skin. That's why I love it for oily skin, because it doesn't just sit on the surface and nourish that top layer, which is, you know, I don't really need that. I need deep hydration down into the layers of my skin to help with the dehydration and to help stop my skin from overproducing oils. It also has aloe vera in it, which, as we know, aloe vera helps to really nourish the skin. And these three botanicals working together are meant to help to plump the skin and to reduce those little pesky fine lines, which I'm all about. So now that we've had a look at the ingredients, I'm going to give you an up close look at my skin so we can see what we're working with before we go in and demo the product. So I'm just going to turn, I've got a bunch of lights here, I'm just going to turn them down and whittle up a little bit closer so we can have an up close look at my skin. So one moment. Okay, so now that I'm scarily close to the camera, let's have an up close look at the skin. So like I said, I do suffer from like large pores, so this is kind of my pore area here. It is kind of large. I do have a few kind of breakouts going on at the moment. I have a bunch of these little tiny pimples just on my cheeks here. It does mess with the texture. A few of my breakouts here I have, they're like gone a little bit kind of crusty on the top. But yeah, this is what we're working with. Okay, we're going to jump right into the demo. I have a bowl of water just in front of me. I have a little towel to wipe it off. And I guess let's just go in with the product. I'm going to put my hair up because that's going to be a hot mess if I don't. Okay, hair is now up. Okay, so just going to dampen my skin. And I'm going to take the product. We're going to swivel off the lid. And it says to put in, it's half a teaspoon. So I'm just going to move that little cap back. And then I'm going to pour it out onto my hand, about half a teaspoon. And then I'm going to add a few drops of water. So I'm just going to, so it's a white powder, and then it's really cool. You add in a few drops and start to mix it around. And it turns purple. Look how cool. I feel like a little scientist. So it turns purple. So I'm just going to mix all that up in my hands. And then I'm going to apply to the skin. I'm just really massage it in. I'm going to add a little bit more water. Just so I really get it all over the skin. And so it leaves behind this beautiful like purple color, which is so cute. It smells absolutely amazing, really kind of fruity, but not overwhelmingly strong, just like really beautiful and subtle. It smells exactly like the Bounce Mask and also the Dreamy Glow Drops, which I absolutely loved. Now, as it dries down, you can start to feel that it gets really kind of like grippy and things like that. Add a little bit more water to my hands to get it real milky. And then I use it to foam it up a little bit more. So it says to do this for 15 seconds. I know we've done it a little bit longer, but I really do like to go in and really exfoliate my skin. It doesn't feel like super like gritty or anything. It just kind of like really gently can feel like there's a little bit of grittiness, but it doesn't feel like really harsh particles at all. So looking like we've got a nice little purple hue to our face, which is really cute. I'm just going to rinse off my hands a little bit and then just pick up what's left and rub that over my skin, and then I'm going to wipe it away with my towel. And then I'm going to grab my towel and I'm just going to wipe it away. And so guys, this is what we are left with after I've rinsed everything off. I wish you guys could feel how smooth my skin is. It is absolutely like it feels like brand new, like a baby's bottom. It's so smooth. My face doesn't feel overly tight or stripped or anything like that, but I definitely could imagine now putting on the Dreamy glow drops onto my skin and massaging those ones in would be like amazing. I feel like I've just got rid of all that dead skin. I feel like the glow drops could really penetrate. So those two I feel like would be a fantastic match. So I'm just going to turn down the lights again, come close to the camera, and we can have an up close look at the skin now that I've used the polish. Okay, so I'm nice and close again. I feel like my skin is looking a lot smoother. I definitely don't feel like I'm as textured here. I feel like that little bit of dead skin has kind of flaked off a little bit. I can't really see those flaky bits anymore. My forehead is looking really nice. I just overall feel that my skin looks a lot brighter than it did before. I can obviously already tell that it's a lot smoother than it was. What do you guys think? I'm pretty impressed with the product. My skin feels so soft, but it doesn't feel irritated at all. I don't look overly red from like over scrubbing or anything like that, which I can definitely say that has happened before with like manual exfoliation. So my skin just like looks red raw afterwards because it was just too harsh. My skin doesn't feel irritated at all, which is awesome. It was really easy to use. I love that it changes color. How fun is that? It's like white and then turns that beautiful kind of purple on the skin, which is super fun. Just as far as the instructions go, I do feel like I need to wet my skin like I showed you in the video first before going on and applying it. I just feel like it dries too quickly otherwise and gets that kind of tackiness before I've actually had a chance to kind of work the product into the skin. So I dampen my skin first, then apply it, and then as I feel it drying, add water as needed to kind of get that foamy kind of milky texture to really work the product into the skin. But besides that, it's like super easy to use. Obviously after the first time, I'm not seeing a reduction in my fine lines or anything like that, so I'd be interested to see after continued use if I start to see any of those differences, which I will definitely update you on in a future video. But I guess that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave me a big like, thumbs up, subscribe down below, be kind to one another, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye guys.